There's something kind of magical about living in a city where time doesn't dictate your life. You want pancakes at midnight? Done. Need to run errands at 4 a.m.? No problem. Feel like hitting a late night workout or grabbing a coffee after your shift at 2 in the morning? That's not just possible here, it's actually pretty normal. Vegas doesn't follow the same playbook as everywhere else, and I've lived in a lot of places. It's built around real schedules and not just ideal ones. You got people working hospitality, healthcare, law enforcement, aviation, nightlife, you name it. And when your schedule doesn't fit the rest of the world's, Vegas doesn't punish you for it either. It actually caters to it. This goes way beyond the strip, all right? We're not just talking about strip life here. We all know the casinos never close and the lights never go out, down there, but the 24/7 lifestyle stretches way beyond that. And I'm talking grocery stores in Summerlin, pharmacies in Henderson, drive-through coffee in the Southwest at literally any hour. Even gyms that are open 24 hours a day and actually staffed. Here's what that actually does for you. You're not burning your entire weekend just trying to get life handled. You don't have to deal with rush hour at the grocery store. You don't plan your life around what time everything shuts down because out here, it usually doesn't. And if you're someone, who works swings or graveyard shifts, like a ton of people do out here, Vegas fits your lifestyle better than any other city I've lived in. You're not out of sync with the rest of the world. You're actually right on time because the whole city is running on multiple clocks at once. Even restaurants play along. You got sushi spots open until 3 a.m., diners that never close, pizza joints that deliver well past midnight, and not just to downtown, right? And let's not forget reverse happy hours. Vegas is probably one of the only cities where you can get $5 appetizers and a cocktail deal at 1 in the morning on a Tuesday. All right, give it a few months and this feels just like completely standard. You move here and within a few months, you completely forget what it's like to live somewhere with business hours. Then you go visit another city and think, why is everything closed? Why can't I get a burger and a haircut at the same time, right? It goes just way beyond convenience, right? This is a real flexibility. Las Vegas gives you options and it respects your time. And that's one of the biggest underrated perks of living here. If you're thinking about making a move to Las Vegas or you're just starting to explore what living here could actually look like, feel free to reach out to me. My name is Ryan. I'm a local realtor here in Las Vegas, and my team and I help people just like you navigate everything from neighborhoods to lifestyles to finding the right home. No pressure, no sales pitch, just real conversations and honest guidance so you can make the best decision for you. Whether you're ready to move or just have a few questions, we've got your back. But here's the thing. Once you get used to that kind of flexibility, it sets the bar for everything else. And the next perk, it might be the one that makes you realize just how different daily life in Vegas really is. Las Vegas doesn't make life easier. It makes it wildly convenient, sometimes in ways that almost feel like a joke. Until you realize, no, that drive-through liquor store is 100% real. This city is built around one thing, speed. And not just on the highway, because trust me, it's out there on the highway. I'm talking about how quickly you can check off your errands, grab what you need, and get on with your life. Drive-through pharmacies, standard. Drive-through drive cleaners, common. There are 7 drive-through wedding chapels. Vegas took the phrase grab and go and made it a lifestyle. And it's not just about what's open, it's about how things are set up. You'll find valet parking at places you'd never expect. The mall, the grocery store, some Targets. It's not about status here, it's about not wasting time. Circling a parking lot in 110-degree heat when you've got errands to run and nowhere to hide from the sun. Locals get used to things being fast. Want a car wash and a coffee at the same time? Done. Need a smoothie and a prescription pickup before your kid's soccer game? Knocked out in 15 minutes. This city is laid out in a way that just keeps you moving, which is why even traffic here feels more manageable than big cities. But the convenience isn't just about infrastructure, it's cultural too. People here get it. They're working late shifts, juggling odd hours, or just trying to beat the heat. Businesses adapt to the way locals live, and that means service is often faster, options are more flexible, and you'll never hear "we close at 6" as an excuse. Probably. Even things like mobile pet groomers, food delivery, or house cleaning services feel more abundant and more affordable than other metros. If there's something you want to outsource, odds are there's a service ready to roll. What's funny is how quickly you adapt. At first, it feels like overkill. A drive through for that? Like, really? But after a few months, you'll find yourself wondering why every city doesn't do it this way. Convenience becomes pretty much your baseline. And Vegas didn't invent efficiency, but it might have perfected it. And once you get used to this level of easy living, good luck going back to anywhere else. Let's talk about the kind of perks that make a long term difference, the financial kind. Las Vegas might dazzle you with its lights, but it keeps a lot of people here with its tax structure. The first thing most locals point out: you don't pay sales tax on groceries. Yep, that cart full of fruits, veggies, and dinner ingredients, no added tax at checkout. It feels strange at first, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Then it just starts to feel smart. But where Vegas really flexes is with property taxes. Nevada consistently ranks among the states with the lowest property tax rates in the country. Homeowners here get the benefit of keeping more of their money year after year. We're talking about thousands of dollars in savings compared to places like California, New Jersey, or Illinois. That's money that can go toward renovations, vacations, or just living a little larger. Combine that with the absence of state income tax, and now you're really stacking the benefits. While everyone's financial picture is different, this setup often means you get more breathing room month to month, especially if you're coming from a high tax state. Now, you're not getting penalized for owning a home or earning a paycheck. Even renters feel the benefits. Lower property taxes help keep rental rates more stable compared to a lot of those coastal cities, and everyday essentials are a little more affordable without constant tax markups. Groceries, gas, services, it adds up in a way you just notice over time. Now, does that mean everything is just dirt cheap? No. Like any city, prices fluctuate, right? But the structural stuff, it sets up in your favor. The system here is designed to help you keep more of what you earn and spend less on the basics. And when you pair that with the fact that Vegas still offers so much entertainment, dining, and lifestyle value, it's easy to see why people feel financially freer here, right? You can build wealth, enjoy life, and not feel just that squeeze like every step of the way. Vegas might be flashy on the outside, but on the financial side, it's surprisingly grounded. And if you're looking to stretch your income without sacrificing quality of life, this place absolutely delivers. Las Vegas has long been a top destination for veterans, and it's not just because of the sunshine or the shows. All right, there's actually 2 Air Force bases here, right? But Nevada as a whole is consistently ranked as one of the most veteran-friendly states in the country, and it shows in both policy and lifestyle. Now, let's start with the benefits. If you're a veteran using your VA loan, Nevada makes it so easy to purchase a home with just no down payment, right? That's one of the things with the VA loan. If you qualify, 0 down payment required. And I used mine as well, right? You're also going to get competitive rates and sometimes some fewer roadblocks than you might face in other states. And when it comes to property taxes, qualified veterans may be eligible for significant tax exemptions, which means you could save even more on top of the already low rates statewide. There's also no state income tax, which I've mentioned earlier, and that's a major plus for those receiving retirement or disability benefits, such as myself. Your federal benefits go further here, plain and simple. All right, something I learned as I've been living here for years now and just realizing all the perks. But it's not just the financials. Las Vegas has a strong veteran support network with numerous VFW posts, American Legion halls, and a growing number of veteran-focused nonprofits offering job training, career placement, and social events. The VA Southern Nevada healthcare system, located right in North Las Vegas, it's actually a really big, nice hospital too, provides full service medical care and continues to expand its services and reach. Veterans moving to Vegas often mention how quickly they find community here. And that's partly because so many other people in the city are transplants, which makes it easier to connect, network, and really start fresh. It's also because Vegas has a culture of respect for service members. From discounts at restaurants and events to veterans being recognized at local sports games all the time and city ceremonies. Appreciation, it's not just lip service, it's actually out here, right? So, whether you're active duty, transitioning out, or long into retirement, Nevada rolls out the red carpet. You can live well, access high quality care, and connect with others who've walked the same path. And if you're looking for a place where your service is both honored and supported without sacrificing lifestyle, convenience, or opportunity, Las Vegas might just be the home base you didn't know you were missing. Here's something most people don't realize until they move here. Locals enjoy all the fun of Vegas without paying the tourist prices, usually. Just because you've lived in a world-class entertainment capital, it doesn't mean you're shelling out hundreds every week. First, there are local discounts. Many shows, restaurants, and attractions offer special pricing for residents. Just flash your Nevada ID. Hopefully something will happen for you, right? But that Cirque du Soleil ticket can be half off. That steakhouse with a celebrity chef, locals can sometimes get that inside rate. Even places on the strip want to keep locals coming back, and they reward you for it. Beyond the discounts, there's a whole world of entertainment that tourists never even tap into. We're talking free outdoor concerts. That happens a lot actually on Fremont, but in a lot of places. Movie nights in the park, especially I live in Sky Canyon. In my area, we do that all the time, especially when it's nice outside. Live music at neighborhood bars also happens in Sky Canyon. And the iconic First Friday Art Walk in the Arts District. And unlike big cities where everything requires a cover charge or a reservation or paying for parking, good Lord, we all know about that, Vegas knows how to do casual fun too. Locals know which casinos have the best comedy nights, where to catch a DJ set for free, and how to score invites to private events or restaurant soft openings. When you live here, you start getting those text invites, the insider links, and the off-the-record tips. Suddenly, you're doing everything the visitors do, only smarter and a little cheaper. And it's not just shows and nightlife, right? Entertainment in here includes axe throwing at Area 15, escape rooms all over the place. I've done the Saw escape room, and I thought that was actually really, really cool and fun, right? Cooking classes, golf simulators galore, go-kart tracks. You got the immersive art exhibits and rooftop movie nights. With so much competition, businesses go out of their way to attract locals, which means more value, better service, and less waiting in line. Oh, and parking? Locals know where to find it for free. Most of the time, right? Most of the time we can do that. Living in Las Vegas means you don't have to do it all in one trip, right? We can try something new, try a new restaurant on a Tuesday, see a headliner next month, and hit the spa when the rates drop midweek. It's all right here, and it's all on your terms. So while tourists are dropping $20 just to get into a club, which may have even gone up by this point, who knows? I'm not going to the clubs anymore these days, but you're grabbing a craft cocktail at a happy hour with no cover charge. That's the real Vegas life, and trust me, it's way more fun when you know the shortcuts. For a city known for neon lights and slot machines, Las Vegas is surprisingly outdoorsy. In fact, locals will tell you one of the biggest perks of living here is how quickly you can swap the strip for solitude. Within 30 to 45 minutes, you're surrounded by red rocks, pine trees, or open water. And it's not just for show, it's where locals actually spend their weekends. Red Rock Canyon is probably one of the most iconic nature escapes in the area, with miles of hiking trails, dramatic cliffs, and some of the best rock climbing routes in the US. It's the kind of place you can visit 100 times and still find new corners to explore. The 13-mile scenic loop is a favorite for casual weekend drives or early morning bike rides before the heat kicks in. And we try to do everything before the heat kicks in or after it's gone. If you want to beat the heat entirely, Mount Charleston might be your best friend. It's the part of the spring mountains. It sits high enough to get real snow in the winter. I can see Mount Charleston from my driveway. I live that close to it. I've been up there multiple times. It's an amazing time. But a lot of locals will head up to ski, snowboard, or just sit by a fire when the valley is roasting. In the summer, it's all about hiking among pine trees and enjoying the fact that it's 25 degrees cooler than the city up there. No joke. Then there's Lake Mead. It's not just a giant reservoir, it's a full-on escape. Think paddleboarding, kayaking, jet skiing, or finding a quiet cove and setting up camp for the day. With over 750 miles of shoreline, there's room for everyone. You can bring your own boat, rent one, or just float and let the sun do its thing, right? Vegas also gives you easy access to even more epic day trips. Zion National Park is under 3 hours away. The Grand Canyon, I've been out to the Grand Canyon, reachable in a day. Even places like Valley of Fire and Sloan Canyon offer jaw-dropping scenery without ever needing to leave the state. So yeah, the city is alive with the lights, the energy, and entertainment, but just beyond all that, you've got nature that rivals the best outdoor destinations in the country. Whether you're into hiking, camping, climbing, or just grabbing killer sunset views, outdoor life in Vegas, it's the real deal. One of the best kept secrets about living in Las Vegas, you're not stuck here in the best way possible. The city is surrounded by some of the most epic road trip destinations in the Western US, and they're all within reach for a day trip or a weekend getaway. You can head west, and in about 4.5 hours, you're at the beaches of Southern California. Think Malibu, Santa Monica, San Diego, all easily drivable without booking a flight. Craving cooler weather and pine trees? Mount Zion and Bryce Canyon are just a few hours northeast in Utah. You want to go full desert vibes? Joshua Tree's waiting for you. Even Lake Havasu, Laughlin, and Sedona are realistic weekend getaways. That kind of flexibility just changes how you live. Holidays don't require airports, long weekends become adventures. You can leave Friday after work, spend 2 full days in another state, and be back by Sunday night without ever rushing. And if you're not into road tripping, Harry Reid International Airport makes flying just as easy, with tons of direct flights to major cities and surprisingly competitive airfare. It's one of the most accessible airports in the country too. Locals know the secret. Midweek flights from Vegas are often cheaper than other hubs because of tourism-driven volume. What's cool is that even if you never leave Nevada, the diversity is wild. Northern Nevada has its own vibe with Reno. You also got Tahoe up there and the scenic drive along the US 395. Southern Nevada, it's just packed with natural beauty, quirky towns, and hidden gems you'd never expect. It all adds up to one thing: freedom. Living in Vegas doesn't mean you're landlocked or isolated. You're actually positioned in one of the most road trip friendly, fly anywhere fast locations in the West. So while tourists come here to escape, locals have the privilege of escaping from here in any direction they choose. And once you experience that level of access, it's hard to imagine living anywhere that feels boxed in. And trust me, I grew up in Hawaii. I know what that's like. Here's something that rarely makes the real estate flyers. Las Vegas is one of the safest metro areas in the country when it comes to natural disasters. No hurricanes, no tornadoes, no blizzards, no major earthquakes. That alone puts it ahead of a lot of other cities that look good on paper, but come with some real seasonal baggage. If you're coming from the Gulf Coast of Florida, not having to worry about hurricane season is definitely a breath of fresh air, right? Calm air. No storm shutters, no evacuation routes, no panicked dashes for bottled water, right? If you've lived in a snow belt state, you know the drill, right? Black ice, snow tires, driveway shoveling at 6 a.m. We don't do that here. Earthquakes, sure, there are occasional small tremors. I can't say that I have felt any, but there are people that say that they have, all right? But we're not talking about anything like what you'd see in California. Monsoon season brings some heavy rain and rare flash flooding, but it's nothing most desert residents haven't already learned to manage. In fact, Vegas weather is mostly just consistent. Hot in the summer? Yeah, absolutely, right? 115 is real. But you know it's coming and you can prepare for it, right? What this means day by day is peace of mind. You don't have to factor natural disasters into your moving plans or your insurance policies the way you might elsewhere. Homeowners in Nevada often pay significantly less for insurance simply because the risk is lower. And there's something to be said for waking up every day and knowing the odds are in your favor, that your house, car, and daily routine aren't constantly being threatened by extreme weather. Plus, the consistent climate makes life a lot more predictable. You can plan outdoor events months in advance and not worry so much about cancellations. Want to grill in December? It's totally possible. Want to hike in February? Go for it. It ain't that bad outside. The weather here works for you, not really against you. So, while it might not sound glamorous, living in a place where natural disasters are practically a non-issue, that's a huge quality of life upgrade. Vegas might gamble with a lot of things, but weather risk isn't one of them. Las Vegas has more than 300 days of sunshine a year, and if you've ever lived through a gray, gloomy winter, you know that's not just a fun fact. It's a lifestyle upgrade. The consistency of sunshine here is unmatched. You wake up to clear skies more often than not, and it absolutely shifts your mindset. There's something energizing about stepping out into the light first thing in the morning, no umbrella, no parka, no ice scraper, just sun, blue skies, and that dry desert air that makes you every day feel a little lighter. Yes, that dry desert air, right? Seasonal depression, practically non-existent here. The long, dark winters that weigh heavy in other parts of the country just don't happen in Vegas. Even in December, you're walking your dog in a hoodie, hitting a patio for lunch, or going for a sunset hike. It's the kind of climate that makes you being active all year round, like it makes it effortless. You don't have to wait for summer to enjoy your city. You can golf in February, a lot of times swim in March, or go for a bike ride in January. And while the summers get hot, and yes, it's dry heat, it's like an oven, everything is built to handle it. Homes, cars, businesses, schools, they're all designed with that desert heat in mind. And the trade-off for that intense summer heat is 8 or 9 months of, just trust me, ideal weather. Even better, the sunshine, it brings people out. Vegas is a social city because the weather invites connection. Farmers markets, festivals, outdoor concerts, food truck events, they're not limited to a 2-month summer window. They happen pretty much year round. And for anyone working remotely or spending long hours at home, this kind of light makes a difference. Your productivity can go up, right? Your mood lifts. You feel like you're doing more. It's not just about getting a tan, it's about feeling alive and energized every day. So if you're tired of gloomy skies and endless gray, Vegas gives you the opposite. It's basically solar powered. And once you've lived with this much sunshine, you pretty much never want to go back. Vegas might be known as the city where no one's from, but that's exactly what makes it one of the easiest places to feel like you belong. Because when everyone's a transplant, there's no clique to break into, no small town history to navigate. Everyone's writing a new chapter here, and they're happy to let you into it. You'll meet people from every background imaginable. New Yorkers chasing sunshine, Californians chasing affordability, Midwest families chasing opportunity, and remote workers chasing freedom. That blend creates a laid-back, open-minded culture that's surprisingly rare in other cities. Neighbors actually talk to each other, people look out for one another, community events from local food festivals and fitness classes in the park to cultural parades and farmers markets, they just bring everyone together. And because there are so many newcomers, most people are open to meeting new friends, trying new spots and saying yes to the invite, right? It's also one of the most diverse cities in the country, racially, culturally, and generationally. The international food scene here reflects that, right? As do the community centers, the schools, and celebrations. Whether you're looking for a tight-knit church, a co-working space full of creatives, or a hiking group for the weekend trail runs, it's here. And they're ready to welcome you in. The idea that Vegas is just this party city, that's a tourist lens. The local experience is completely different. It's slower, more intentional, and grounded in real community. You'll still find people who love to go out, but you'll also find people hosting game nights, backyard potlucks, and community volunteer days. It's a choose your own lifestyle type of city. We have it all here, right? So if you're worried about fitting in, don't be. The beauty of Las Vegas is that it embraces reinvention. People come here for second chances, big opportunities, or simply a change of pace. And whether you're introverted or extroverted, young families or solo professionals, right, there's a place for you to thrive. Vegas isn't just a city for visitors, it's a city of fresh starts. And the people who live here, they're making it truly feel like home. So here's the deal. Living in Las Vegas isn't what most people think. It's not all blackjack tables and bottle service. It's sunrise hikes, midnight groceries, drive-through everything, and neighbors who moved here for the same reasons you're considering it now. More freedom, better weather, lower cost, and a real shot at living a life on your terms. If any of these 11 perks surprised you, good. That means you're already looking past the surface. And once you actually experience what it's like to live here, you'll see why so many people come for the lights but stay for the lifestyle. Until then, Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep an open mind, because Vegas just might be the home you didn't know you were looking for. We have tons of other videos on this channel. Again, my name is Ryan. You can reach out with the information in the description or what was on the screen. Right, tons of other videos on this channel. They're going to start popping up for you. You can click that, keep researching, and let us know when you're ready.